Hello, everyone. This week's weekly word is symbolism. Perhaps it's from decades of being in the Marine Corps and doing what I do, but I often find myself taking the concept of symbolism and exploring the differences between abstract and concrete things and trying to link them together. In fact, numbers is something that if anybody that knows me will say that I'll have a thing for numbers where I'm always trying to link the number of days in a week to the number of times that certain things happen, or that maybe your birthday to certain things. Of course, many are familiar with the idea of zodiac calendar and the Gemini and the Leo and what that means. But for years, people have tried to look at the symbolism of trees and how trees can relate to both physical, both the spiritual. And I had never looked at trees until this week. My family had a chance to go through some bereavement counseling. Very, very awesome experience with our counselor. And she brought up the idea of a tree and its relationship to different things in life. And it got me thinking as I was out on my run today that the tree has so many pieces to it. And if we examine those pieces from the idea of the people in our lives, it became so very clear to me. And I just wanted to share that this week as part of symbolism. So, of course, whether we're talking about the tree's roots and how those roots provide the foundation, and then the trunk and how it protects that foundation, and then all the way up through into the branches, and those branches represent really the paths that we go in life, the places we go in life, and how these branches form. And of course, along those branches are the leaves, and those come in seasonal, and they can come and they can go. And if we take that same idea of those four components and we apply them to the people in our lives, wow. As I go down this road of thinking about it, you start to realize just who is in your lives and whether they're here for the short term, for the long term. I mean, think about that. Think about the people in your lives that are the root, the foundation, that make up really who you are today. Think about the people in your lives that protect you at all costs, and they're going to be here until your demise, until the end. And the branches. As we travel through life, we learn and we meet different people, and the paths in life bring us to people, and they stay with us forever until their end. And like a tree branch breaks, these people may break off as their lives end, in the physical at least. And then the leaves. The leaves perhaps are the most complex part, because leaves come and go, and they come with the seasons. And sometimes those buds, they don't come back. So sometimes the leaves go out into the wind and never return. But the other thing that's interesting about the leaves, and as you examine the people in your life, think about it. You have people in your life that always come back, maybe because certain things have happened, like the seasons occur. You have people in your lives, like a leaf, who may have two colors, or unfortunately are two-faced. We all know too many people in the world who will tell you one thing but backstab you at the other. A leaf has two sides to it. And you have to be clear when you're examining those leaves which side you're really looking at, and if the whole leaf represents unity or perhaps something else. But most beautiful about the leaf is really all of those leaves out there that do come back and are there to help nourish and are a result of the branches in your life and the great things that have occurred. I think it's just really something that's special. And as I ran and I reflected on the symbolism of a tree, I became so grateful. So grateful for all of the people in my life that have formed the roots, that have formed and are the trunk that will never go away, will protect me until the end, that will protect my family until the end, and then all the amazing journeys that I and my family and many of us have been able to travel together. So very special. So I invite you to examine the people in your lives and how they may be symbolic of a tree. And be grateful and be exciting and tell them that you are thankful for them and their role that they take. And perhaps tell them how they've impacted you as a person today and as a tree in symbolism that perhaps you've become through the years. I hope you enjoy this. It's a little bit different, but unique at the same time. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you for Spotlight Saturday.